Hey everybody, it's Joe from Old Man Photography. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is number 9 in my series of help videos about sharing what I've learned in photography. So let's get right to it. Tonight's video, we're going to discuss and talk about what's on the screens behind me, the green comet. It's been floating around for quite a bit now, and I've been able to do some imaging with it and putting the things on Facebook and here and there, and a million questions. People are asking, how do I find it? Where do I find it? How are you finding it? So I thought we'd go and talk about that a little bit tonight. We're also going to talk about, we're going to be taking a trip this weekend to some higher elevations, less light pollution, hopefully get some better images of it. But anyhow, when I was thinking about making this video, I was thinking, I knew the initials of the comet, but I didn't really know what it stood for. So I went to, I guess, the know-it-all Wikipedia and downloaded and printed what it all stands for. So the name or the classification is C/2022 E3 (ZTF). And what all that stands for is it's a long period comet from the Oort cloud that was discovered by Zwickey Transit Facility. That's ZTF in parentheses, on March the 2nd of last year, 2022. The comet has a bright green glow around its nucleus due to the effect of sunlight on the carbon. The comet's destination starts with C to indicate that it is not a periodic comet, and 2022 E3 means that it was the third comet to be discovered in the first half of March in 2022. That's a lot. I don't understand it. Some of them words are tough for me to pronounce. I have a philosophy in life. I don't pronounce words that I can't spell. Anyhow, so let's talk about the comet. A lot of people are asking me, how did you see it? I was out all night. I went and looked. I got binoculars. I got to be honest, I got to be fair. Most of my seeing and imaging has been through telescopes. There were a couple of nights with the binoculars that I'm pretty sure I found it, but it wasn't much. It was tough. And you got to remember, it's moving pretty quick across the sky. It's not like the stars, so it's not just standing still. But the thing is you got to be able to get out somewhere where it's dark. If you're around the city, if you're around towns, if you're around your back porch where the light's on or the lights are in the house on, you're probably not going to see it. In the astrophotography community, we call that light pollution. And it ends up washing out the sky. So you look up and the sky has sort of a grayish, whitish tint to it, and you just don't see many stars. If you go out somewhere really far, the sky has this dominant black look to it with a million stars. So I would imagine most of the people that are asking me or that I'm seeing where they're at, they're probably not going to be able to ever see it because of the light pollution. If you go on the internet and you do a Google search for light pollution map, it'll pop up and you'll see where you live and the colors, and they all have something to do with what we call a Bortle sky. It's a measurement about the amount of artificial light that's in the sky. So the thing is that in Philadelphia, you're looking at a Bortle 8. In the suburbs, maybe a Bortle 4 or 5. You get down to the shore, you're in a Bortle 4. But even in some of the different Bortle categories, there'll be a big difference of lightness. So you can be in a Bortle 4 category up in the mountain, on top of a mountain, and it's going to be less light than if you're at a Bortle 4 down at the shore, which is still better than being in the city of Philadelphia. So that's an education in itself. If you got any interest, just look up light pollution and astrophotography and you can learn about it. But mostly I've been getting it with the telescopes and either dedicated astro cameras or one of my own cameras. I've been getting some fairly decent pictures. And what you're really doing is you have to remember with a lot of this stuff, you're capturing data. You're capturing light that sometimes is thousands, if not millions of light years away. So when you take a picture or you capture any of that data, you're actually, if something's a million light years away, you're capturing something that is the way it looked a million years ago. And we're going to be getting into a bunch of crazy videos about astrophotography. I got a buddy, his name is Dan Cornello, and he belongs on one of the Big Bang theory shows. He's that bright. He's that nerdish about all that stuff with astro. Most of the time, I'm trying to learn the photography, and he's mostly visual. But if I have questions about things, I go to him, and he's the guru. He knows what he's talking about. And if not, he can find it for me. But anyhow, him and I have talked about this. We're going to be doing some crazy informative, informational, educational, funny, hilarious, entertaining videos on astrophotography and space and everything. Let me give you a thought with this. I was reading a book recently. Somebody had recommended, because I knew I was getting into this journey on astrophotography and space and stuff. And it was funny because I started reading the book, and it's one of those books like, if you've read anything from the guy that was in the wheelchair, his name escapes me right now, but you read 3 or 4 pages and you have to put it down because it literally is mind-bending. It's overwhelming. You can't wrap your mind around it. And that's sort of what this book is. I read a little bit of it, a couple of pages before bed, or I read a chapter, and then I got to put it down for a couple of months. It makes me, like, I just can't process all of it. So I'm reading one night a chapter in this book, and it just was interesting. And then all of a sudden the guy started talking, and he was talking about universe, our universe. We live in the Milky Way universe. There's 9 planets. There's a star, which is our sun. There's some moons around the planet. But basically, this is our life and existence as we know it. So we know there's life here because we're the life. We're on Earth. There's life. We often wonder if there's other life. So this is something I learned, that you take our universe with the sun, the moons, the planets, our life, and when you go out into space and you go out there, I learned that there's not another 150 universes. There's not another 150,000 universes. There's not another 150 million other universes. There is over 150 billion other universes. Let that sink in for a second. Wrap your head around that one. And yet we wonder if there's life somewhere out there. So I don't want to get too far ahead into that video that'll be coming up. And my memory caught on Stephen Hawking, the man in the wheelchair. Brilliant. Amazing stuff he had written. Anyhow, the thing is that I don't want to get too far ahead into some of those videos and fun times we're going to have in the future. But I did want to talk about the green comet. So don't be out there killing yourself if you can't find it. If you live near me or you're around and you know I'm going to be out, give me a call. You can meet up with me. It's going to be around probably at least for a couple of more weeks, maybe a month or so. We'll go out, we'll image it together. At least you'll get a chance to see it. I invited a friend of mine down to the shore recently. I knew I was going to be out doing some imaging. She came out. She got to see the comet. She was overwhelmed. She's like, I can't believe. She called me the next day and thanked me so much for letting me share that with her or whatever. Anyhow, so you're welcome to reach out. And if I'm out and about, you come meet up with us. We got the telescope going and you can see everything. But what I want to share with everybody is this weekend on Friday, we're going to be heading up to the mountains and we're going to try to capture some of the comet. And I'm going to try to go live. Again, this is a learning experience for me, but I'm going to try to go live and bring it to you as well. We're doing it. Hopefully we can get some pictures of the satellite, the space station satellite. We can try to get some of the comet. I'm going to show you the rig that I use, the telescope. I'm going to show you the mount. We got a lot on our plate we're going to try to accomplish Friday night. So it looks like it might be clear skies. It's going to be almost a new moon. The moon won't be out till really late at night. So we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to try to be live. So hopefully you look forward to that. You can always follow me on Facebook. I'm there every day posting. But again, if you like it, hit the like button. If you really like it, I appreciate if you would subscribe to me. Please leave something in the comments what you thought of this video, any suggestions, any ideas, anything you can add to the comment behind me. And again, thank you, and I appreciate your time, and have a wonderful evening.